Welcome. In front of me I have LG Q70, RIP LG, and today I will show you how you can apply a tempered glass to this device. Now, I'll be using a tempered glass for a different device, as you can see right over here, because that's what I have on hand, and it basically fits almost perfectly over this device, so it doesn't really matter. I will go into how you apply a tempered glass that would accommodate for the camera, which will be a hole punch into the tempered glass. This one does not have it, but I'll explain how you would apply a glass around that. And also, additionally, I'm not exactly sure if manufacturers are still selling tempered glass for a dead brand, basically, at this point. Because as you probably are aware, LG doesn't exist anymore as a phone brand. So anyway, let's just get out our tempered glass and this as well. And as you can see, we have wet and dry wipe, though if you have ones that look exactly like these, just toss them out. The reason I say this is because this is the wipes that you get in here. This is a fully unfolded wipe, and it's barely bigger than my thumb right now. So just a hilariously small size, which is what she said. The dry wipe is basically the same one. Now, when it comes onto this specific one that I unboxed, in 2 packages before, this was a wet wipe, or supposed to be a wet wipe. Just kind of like show this. There we go, you can see it says wet, but it came out completely dry right out of the box. So this is a thing that I have seen with this like super cheap tempered glasses. They do have glasses pretty good, but the actual like accessories, if we can call this accessory, is just absolutely horrendous. So I recommend just getting rid of it, not using it at all. If you have the option, get a microfiber cloth. It's going to make your life significantly simpler than dealing with these little tiny wipes. And just clean off the display. Now, if you splurge a little bit more on your tempered glass, chances are yours has a significantly better wet and dry wipe. Maybe even like one of these little cloths like this one, that would be fantastic. Do definitely use those. And also, some of them come with stickers. Stickers are used to just get rid of dust on the display that might have settled once you clean it off. So once your display is completely clean, after using like the wet dry wipes or whatever this is, however you want to call this, you then use stickers later on to get rid of the dust that will settle right before you apply your tempered glass, because you don't want any dust in between your screen and tempered glass, just because it might create air bubbles. And obviously we don't want that. So let's now get into cleaning the display. I'm gonna grab a crappier one because this display is a little bit filthy. There we go. And here we go. Now, if your tempered glass didn't come with any kind of like stickers or anything like that, you can also use a microfiber cloth to get rid of any kind of dust that might settle on the display. So the way you just do it is just place it down, give it a pass down, like a single swipe without actually putting any pressure on it, like this, and hopefully it removes all the dust. And once you do that, you want to go straight to applying your tempered glass. I should have probably mentioned this before I cleaned off the display. So this would be a way you apply tempered glass. So I'm just gonna go through it right now, and I'll have to clean off my display once more. So you will have probably a number 1. If you do, peel that off as a first thing. This will, if you peel that off, you'll have right under it a sticky side on the tempered glass. So when you peel that off, then flip it over, because it's where glue will be under, and you place it down. And when placing it down, if you have a hole punched camera somewhere like in a corner, to accommodate for your hole punched camera right here, you want to start off by aligning it with the hole punched camera, and hold the glass itself from both of the edges on the left and right side like this. And while doing so, you also can feel then the bezels of the phone, which will allow you to, as you can see, position it to the left and right. And also, if you hold it at an angle, kind of like this, you can see I have an angle right here. You can then move it to left and right from the bottom, which will allow you to Just make sure that the spacing on the top right and left bezel is correct, and with your other hand just make sure that it's also spaced out from right and left side correctly. And obviously keep in mind that the camera, you want to make sure that obviously the hole punch is in the middle of the camera. And from there, once you have it aligned, put some pressure on it and then just drop the rest if it's aligned correctly. If it's not, with that pressure, you want to also try to shift it right here to make it basically align correctly with the bezels, and then drop it. And that's basically all you would need to do. So now I'm gonna clean off the display once more. Okay. And let's just get straight into it. There we go. And as you can see, it automatically starts gluing itself to the screen. If you don't see this happening, just push it down a little bit and it should then glue itself. If you have some areas where it didn't like fully reach, or maybe you have like air bubbles that formed somewhere on the corners, which sometimes happens, pushing them out usually results in you just kind of pushing some of the air out and then compressing the rest. So it creates this like kind of weird fuzzy area, which will come back as an air bubble later on anyway. So to fix that up, all you do is just use your fingernail, just try to pry it under this and lift it up. And then while it's lifted up, you will then use your second hand to kind of like push it out. And it should solve your problem. So anyway, that would be how you can apply a tempered glass to your phone. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.